Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Tuval Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Father faces backlash on X after a video shows him disciplining his child for disrespecting mom. Some X users says he went too far. Check out this video and let's come back and discuss.
Like she crazy, cursing at her, telling her what you won't do. You won't clean your room. You won't do what you want to do. And you talk to your mother like that? Like you tough? Do you think you tough, little man? Talk to me like you talk to your mother. Talk to me. You think you're tough, don't you? Boss up on me. Cuss me out. Tell me you ain't gonna do what I say do. I dare you. I dare you. You ain't gonna do it to me? Why you do it to her? Why you talk to her disrespectfully? Why? Little boy, answer me. Why do you talk to your mother disrespectfully? You don't know why you do it. Today I'm going to help you find out why. And today it ends. Today it ends. Do you understand? You will not call your mother out of her name. Ever again.
I've been reading a lot of research about parenting and family dynamics ever since I became a mom because I want to see how my child will turn out with the current family unit that we have. I know in African cultures it is very important to have a man raise his son or a son having a male influence in the house, whether it's from his dad, uncle, grandfather, or even a stepfather. But with the African community, it hasn't been easy to keep an intact family unit where both mom and dad are present in the same household. And I think that was one of the main tactics of the colonizers to destabilize and break the African family unit. How did they do that? By sending the men to the mines in the cities to work, while the women stayed behind in the villages to care for the kids. Now, when these men get to the cities, they are intoxicated by money, freedom, meaning no kids, no nagging wife, just him, his money, and his friends. So he loses that interest to raise his kids. And that is where the culture of men bailing on their families began. This generation has become accustomed to single-parent households where the single parent tries to keep the family together financially, emotionally, and in every aspect of life, and that on its own is hard. So you don't have time to check your kids' little bad behaviors or hold them accountable for their little misbehaviors because these behaviors stems from neglect. Neglect from the parent that tries his or her best to keep the family together by working all the time to keep the family together. So these kids are feeling frustrated, so they lash out there and there. So this generation has never witnessed daddy and mommy together, never witnessed both parents in a household parenting together, never had that family dynamic, that family unit. So they see the man in the video being at fault for holding his son accountable for his bad behavior. Holding someone accountable for their actions is not a walk in the park. It is exactly like that and even worse. In African households, we get down like that. We tap that behind. So what that man is doing is, it's not rocket science. It's not something new. He's actually doing the right thing, holding his child accountable, showing his child how to be responsible, how to communicate with mom, because a lot of men these days don't know how to communicate with women. A new research brief from the Institute for Family Studies, the IFS, suggests that, judging by several key metrics, children are better off when they grow up in an intact two-parent family as compared to those raised in a single-parent home or in-step families. The central takeaway from the paper is that children raised by their biological parents are significantly more likely than children in other family structures to avoid poverty and prison, as well as to graduate from college. And those benefits are evident across racial lines. The IFS scholars note that there are tangible benefits to both white and black children from being raised in an intact two-parent home. They found, for instance, that black young adults raised by their biological mother and father are more likely to graduate from college and less likely to be incarcerated than black young adults from non-intact homes. Meanwhile, black children and young adults raised in intact two-parent families are more likely to be successful by each metric than their white peers raised in a single-parent home. The data shows that within each type of family structure, white children and young adults maintain an advantage over their black counterparts. For instance, 47% of white children who grew up with their biological parents graduated from college, compared with just 28% of black children raised in an intact two-parent home. Even so, the findings reinforce what scholarships has tended to find for decades, that children by and large are more successful when raised by their biological parents in an intact home. And those advantages exist across racial lines. So all I'm saying is that sons need to be around strong male influences, because these days these men are sassy. They are competing with feminists. We need household leaders. We need strong men that will lead households, that will make women, honest women, that will marry women, not just go around and impregnate and leave every seed to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and leave a generation of fatherless sons. So what this man is doing is not rocket science. What this man is doing is nothing new. He is soft compared to the household I've grown up. At home, they used to tap that behind from morning till night. And look how I turned out. Look how my brothers turned out. So yeah, these people on X, they need to slow down. Maybe you've never experienced, both families intact. Maybe you've never seen mommy and daddy co-parent or parent together in a household intact, both married to each other. And yeah, maybe some of you guys have had single parents who have been busy all their lives. They fail to hold you accountable, understandably so. But what this man is doing is not something new. He's even soft. What do you think about this segment? Comment to us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here